Hello there, and welcome to this session doing some tactics on chesstempo.com. Let's go ahead and get started. King f6 or king f8 are my first instincts. Check, king h3, check, let's see, has to be something there, yeah. Um, what about king h6 check, king h3, then king g4, knight takes check. That's terrible. Or is it? Knight takes check, check here. Knight takes check, king h5. Check, king h3. No, it's not, because his king's still on h3. But that's the point. After rook h5, after king h5, I'm threatening rook h4 mate. How's he going to stop that? Boom, boom, boom. Now if king back to g3 or something, I'm just going to go check and here. I think that works, yeah. King h6, king h3, king g5, knight takes f7 check, king h5 with unstoppable mate on h4. I'm really not this stupid. um, this is threatening this in check. Oh, of course, just play h5 directly. Just play h5 directly. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Don't go there. Why would you do that? Wow, that's so terrible. King f5, rook f7, king back to e6, rook f6 check. So rook check, king f5, rook check. I would need to play king g4. King g4, rook f6, king h5, rook takes. Now my king is cut off and he has two connected passed pawns. That sounds like a terrible situation. So rook a3. Rook a3 check. Rook a3 check, and whenever he goes to the second rank, I just play back to a4. This way, after rook takes, oh wait, rook takes g6, king f5, rook f5 check is a bit much. But I don't see anything better. I don't see anything better than just rook a3. Yeah. Perpetual. Check. King f8. Rook h7. King e8. Rook b8. b7. And then he's losing. So we'd have to go back to g8. Then I would give check. King f8. Then back. Ooh. If he goes to f8, check, and I'm winning. But if he goes to h8, can I play something like rook g5 there? And how is he stopping mate? Oh, that's cute. Wow, that's adorable. Yeah. And now it's impossible to stop the mate. And of course, your natural instincts, like your natural, like Nimzovich style, my system, right, is to go for this. Because that's what everybody is taught. But that's, at the end of the day, all it is just trapping the king on the side of the board. It doesn't matter which side of the board. All right, e3. e3, rook f8, check, king e7, b8 queens, a8, e2, a8, rook a8. Does it work? I mean, I can play king g7 and just be safe. But e3 would be a really nice e3, e3, rook f8, king e7, b8 queens, rook b8, e2, rook b1, d3, king f3, loses, and I'm losing. So king g7. Does it really not work? Does it really not work? e3, take, check here, b8 queens, rook b8, rook b8. e2 only move. Yeah, it just doesn't work. And this is a very well-known position. You'll see there's a tag here of skewer. It's because if you play this, 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 that's the skewer. So in this rather well-known king and pawn position, this rook can never get away from this pawn. He has to babysit it constantly. So white has to set up, or the promoting side has to set up some sort of promotion tactic in order to promote the pawn, which is to say either get away from the pawn with check or get away from the pawn with some sort of enormous threat. So king anywhere here. So if the king's on e7 or f7 in this position, in this particular position, if the king were on blah, 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 blah. You have to set up the skewer for that, like for example for that. So the only two safe squares for the king in this position are h7 and g7, because if he's not on the second rank and he's on the third rank, I'm doing so bad. I'm doing such a bad job of explaining this. But you can see how on the third rank, white can give the check and the king will hit it. It will hit the rook, but you're not in time because now a8 queen is defending the rook. But go away, go away. But if you're on the second rank, that can't happen. So there we go. We need to be on the second rank. Now, which place on the second rank? h7 or g7 in order to stop the skewer. And the really attractive line is this. But it just doesn't work because check, promotes, takes, e2 for rook b1 forced, d3, and now you're like, okay, 2 pawns, third rank, we're winning. But unfortunately, king f3 saves the bacon. One more problem. I want to play bishop f7 with my ideas of promoting my a pawn. a4, bishop check, bishop blocks. Bishop takes f7, queen takes f7, king takes f7, c7, a3, c8, a2. Queen takes c6, bishop e6 check, losing. Bishop f7 only move. Yeah. Because you just have to stop bishop e6. There's really no nothing too complicated there. Bishop e6 is just so fucking dangerous. And it's kind of difficult for white to set up anything. Very interesting position. All right, let's call that for today. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope you learned as much as I did. And until the next time, good luck with your chess journeys. Ta-ta for now.